The CLEEN Foundation has called on the Nigerian Police Force to upgrade its data collection method in an effort to effectively tackle cases of sexual and gender-based violence. The acting executive director of the organization, Ruth Olofin, made this call while addressing newsmen at a methodology workshop on sexual and gender-based violence police reform audit held in Abuja. Olofin says that the police need better training and skills to handle issues of sexual crime.
When we talk about gender-based violence, it's not just women, but men are increasingly being attacked, boys are increasingly being attacked based on their sex. But for women, the story is actually very different because women are targeted because of their sex. So you have issues of rape and all of that. We are highlighting this issue because this has become a scourge, as it were. Everywhere you read the dailies, almost on a daily basis, a woman is being raped or domestic violence. You just get the news so rife with these issues. But we are asking critical questions around the availability of data, so that when we have data, we can know where the issues are. Could it be that we don't have police personnel that have been trained that can adequately address these issues? Could it be that the police is still handling this issue as not a crime? Because this is a crime, it's a crime against the person, it's a crime against the state, as it were. So we are bringing to the table or highlighting the issues of gender-based violence so that critical stakeholders like policing actors, Nigerian police and others can look at those data and look at areas through which they can improve themselves. The idea is that policing needs to change. Policing should not be seen just in terms of the traditional crime. The police has to be that organ that provides the opportunity for people to live in a sane society, free of crime, free of insecurity as we have it. So our focus is primarily on the police, because when people get violated, they would, top of their heads, just want to reach out to the police. Yes, we know that you still have certain persons that will want to speak to traditional rulers and all of that, but you can't rule out the position of the police in handling issues of public safety, public threats and all of that. So we see the police as very important, and we are interested in how is the police addressing. It could be that the police in some aspects lack the required skills, and as an organization that is working around the supply side, we want to be able to provide the needed skills. So this is where this study comes in very importantly, to see, are there gaps? Where are the gaps? Manpower. We've talked about the need for gender desk officers to stay longer at their posts, so that this continuous changing or posting of personnel will affect adequately or adversely when people come out to make those complaints, and you find that you are meeting the police officer that is not trained. So the police is very, very critical, and we're not just saying that it's only the police. You still have other policing actors that address similar issues. But for us, we are starting this study focused on the Nigerian Police Force.
In our society today, gender-based violence is actually cheaper than anything else in the market, and that is the reason why it becomes very important for everybody to actually put hands on the deck to be able to drive the process forward. And the essence for this tool and this workshop is to be able to develop some kind of method that can help to bring law enforcement agencies into understanding what GBV is and the consequences in the society, and also create some kind of monitoring between citizens and law enforcement in terms of how they can actually help in terms of reduction, monitoring and tracking, and ensuring that the entire pandemic around it can also be mitigated. So those risk analyses and the trigger point have been identified. It is now responsibility of every actor and stakeholders, both at citizens level and law enforcement, to work together to see how they can actually mutually set up some kind of joint problem solving strategy that helps everybody to see where the gaps are and how they can collectively work to solve the problem in the long run.
Globally, we are all looking for inclusive development, a development that affects everyone, every member of the society positively. Of course, development has its own cost, but a situation where a particular segment of the society is disproportionately affected by development, while some parts are benefiting from that development process, a significant part are suffering disproportionately. And I think that has been the lot of the women folks over the last 60 years of our development. As long as a 50% of our population are deprived of opportunity to participate, of opportunity to express themselves, to aspire. And as long as the ills befalling them, affecting them, the issues affecting them are not given adequate attention, for so long shall we continue to pursue development and pursue it without any concrete evidence of growth. Right now, women everywhere are aspiring. Many of them are top in their chosen classes, in their chosen profession. If you look at the banking sector, women are doing excellently well across all sectors. Now, unless we are able to address the issue that we are here for, which is looking at gender-based violence, many of them will rather be deprived of the opportunity to be able to get to that point where they can express themselves.